EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, shot! Hey, middle. Shot! 180! Hey! You change it. Shot!
Jackson, first play, going to throw. A short throw by Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180! What is it? No, we changed it.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Down behind the line
officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Quick, ready? Hey, report! 180!
Now it's Jackson. That's complete left side to Bateman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 12 yards.
Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
Baltimore.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
By Kalijah
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Hey! Shot! 180! 180! Ready, shot!
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him. Complete.
Pass. Complete.
When you play a quarterback
7,
with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Buccaneers nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brings up second.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, and they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
79 Broncos. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Second and 3. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Complete to Emeka Ibuka. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Look at this Baltimore defense against the pass. Just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Second and 9 now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The quarterback sack.
Nabi Matabike
4 yards.
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third and long.
Third and 12.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. Parrish. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
A great play there. 41 yards. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Throwing to start the drive. Parrish. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Look at this Baltimore defense against the pass. Just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up
not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
18, pioneer. Set. 70 range. 70 range.
Back to throw. Parrish. Open man is Ibuka. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards.
As an unbiased observer,
That's good.
I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Keely Ringo on
now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Parrish throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Parrish's pass.
A gain of 5.
Complete to number 81.
And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Second and 5. Now he's going to step up and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
5-yard gain.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First down.
I met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On the set.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Ready. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
And goal.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolf. Motion. 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 Let's go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun. Parrish. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Complete to Keaton Mitchell.
A great effort there.
Tampa Bay.
Taking it in. And the Bucs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
Makes the score.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
180. Sit up.
Lamar going to give this to the lead. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Baltimore
The Ravens at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games, because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum, because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
This will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And Walker has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of the offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run
Number 22,
after the catch.
Derrick
To pick
Henry,
up really nice yardage.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down and 6 now.
No, we changed it. 180.
Here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Walker. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
Jackson's
and a minuscule gain, maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A pickup of
that
2.
last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive, because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Brings up 3rd.
A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And again, he's over for a touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up, throwing the football, and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second down and 3.
Go! Like the 18 cards,
back to throw. Parrish. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Parrish. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
See, Ren, let's go, let's go.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And this is going to be put in by the tight end Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
You change it.
To throw is Jackson.
This will go to Henry at the line.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
yards on the pickup.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
At the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
A gain of 9 yards.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Omar, ready? Hey, middle. 180. No, we changed it.
Again, Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Derrick Henry.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10.
180. Ready, shot. Sit on. Sit on. 180. You. Cut.
Now it's Jackson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's a gain of 11.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
A gain of 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Cougar 19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
On 3rd down, they drop to throw.
He's got his receiver. That's Abuka.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
A gain of 17
yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check out.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd
All that practice
and 2.
time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for
the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
41-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
Kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following a field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
At the 33-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll get this to Flowers, left side.
Jackson's pass complete to Zay Flowers. It's a gain of 9.
3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
What is you? Sit hard. Hey, report.
Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Intended for Tez
I thought he
Walker.
had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun, Parrish. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
70 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down. Parrish. And they get him down, but now the field takes it across the 40-yard line.
We saw plenty of throws like this in the Rose Bowl last fall. This one results in a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Let's go.
They give here to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down just short of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Parrish. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun again to Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a
No
yard.
doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Back to throw. Parrish. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Parrish. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was tackled at
that
the
last effort is noteworthy because he just passed Tony Dorsett on the all-time rushing list. Dorsett had 12,739.
Well, rather fitting because Tony Dorsett, one of his nicknames, the Hawk. And this guy just flew right past him.
Jackson going to keep it. Connection with Rucker going across the formation. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 17 yards.
The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's not.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Derrick Henry.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Mark Andrews.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2nd and 3. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Parrish. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 14.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
First down, here's Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer.
2nd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Starts on the coverage.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
70 Timberwolves.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Parrish. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game. If they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Looking inside, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Throwing is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
180. Come on. Yo.
Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Jackson's
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
8 yards on
now
the
that's
pickup.
staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Gain of 10 yards.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mike Andrews.
Complete to
the result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
2nd and 6.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Lamar changing the look. Here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
Hey. Get on.
Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game.
put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a four-point game.
Ravens 21. Buccaneers 17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
Here's first down.
19 Lions. Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Parrish. There's a short one taken in by Otten. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd
and 2. His play caller does a nice
At
job
the
of giving him an easy
43-yard
throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Parrish to the left side. He gets this one to Ibuka.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Step up.
Back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
3rd and
number
1
10.
coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
8 yards on the
now the
pickup.
Bucs going to use the first of their
2nd
timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
It's a loss of 2.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Quick strikeout line by Jackson. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Of 12 yards.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun with Henry.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
What is that?
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over.